Last week there was a Nintendo Direct for Super Mario Wonder. We were a little late, but we still have some thoughts about it. Welcome to the Switch Clicks Podcast, episode 152. My name is Dakota, and today I'm joined by Nathan.
Hello.
So last Thursday morning, there was a Nintendo Direct for Super Mario Wonder. We have basically a list of what they pretty much announced in it, and both of us don't really have any hot things to say about the game. The only thing is that we're excited because it's a new Mario game. How can you not be?
Yeah, we're just blindly excited. We're blind Nintendo fans here. There's nothing pessimistic, and there's no kind of reluctance or exhaustion. No, we've been waiting for a 2D Mario game for many years now. Mario Maker does not count.
Yeah, exactly. The only choice we both have to make is what to play first on October 20th.
Oh, man. Thank you, Sony. Thank you, Nintendo, for putting your release dates on the exact same day.
Yeah, to be fair, I'll be eating good probably for a solid, 3 weeks.
Yeah, both those games would tide us over for quite a long time.
Yeah, exactly. We might as well get started. First, they released the look of the map and kind of the world that we'll be exploring in Super Mario Wonder. It seems to be a neighboring kingdom called the Flower Kingdom, if I'm not wrong.
I do not remember the name, but it is
kind of
something
super simple.
Yeah, something along the lines of that.
And Bowser has arrived in this kingdom and took a Wonder Seed, and now he is a physical castle, flying castle. It's like, sure, we've seen him be a bunch of things. Why not be a castle?
Yeah, it works. If it works, it works.
I'm really interested in the boss battle, final boss. That'll be cool if he's actually a castle, like a level you have to go through to defeat him.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
Just imagine, at the very end, the character you're playing becomes a castle themselves. And
oh my goodness!
Starts some pseudo mecha battle.
Yeah.
At the end, kind of like what 3D World did with Giant Cat Mario.
Yeah. Or, basically Giant Cat Mario. It's basically a, what do you call it? A Power Rangers battle at the end of an episode.
Yeah, Power Rangers, yeah. They get into, they get into their Megazords.
And then they just hit them with a laser or something.
Yeah, something very powerful at the end.
That sounds fair. The worlds that they described were at least 4, it looked like. One of them were a hub world, which...
Yeah, it was kind of like a bit of a hub world that they showed off.
Yeah, so it seems to be a bit of a middle ground between open world 2D and do it yourself, or explore it yourself. I'm assuming you start in the middle and you can do any of the worlds in any order.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
It is pretty nice. I think didn't they do this before? Was it Super Mario Land that they did something like this?
They did something kind of similar with New Super Mario DS, where you could skip some worlds, or you had to go find a secret cannon to get to the, I think, second, fourth, and sixth world or something.
I recently played this. It's World 4 and World 6, you had to beat the final, you have to beat the castle bosses as a tiny tiny person. But yeah, I think they took cues from a bit of everything here. They also took the whole Super Mario, they took the 3D world type of overworld hub world idea, and it seems like they expanded upon it here
in a 2D game, nonetheless.
In a 2D game, yeah. And another thing that they did was they didn't put this in a Mushroom Kingdom again, because how many times has Bowser invaded the Mushroom Kingdom?
Yeah.
They put it in some other place, and they had Bowser quote unquote kidnap something else, not Peach. This time it's a whole castle. It's a whole freaking castle. Oh wait, so what's gonna happen next? The flowers are gonna tell you that the castle's in another castle?
Yeah, exactly. Bowser can only take over so many things. He's taken over Mushroom Kingdom like a handful of times. He's taken over the Fairy Kingdom, I think it's called.
Sprixie Fairy, I don't remember the name of it.
Whatever it is. He tried to take over the galaxy twice.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much bigger you can get with that. The dimension.
Oh my god.
The timeline. Oh no.
No!
Mario timeline incoming.
That's gonna be crazy if they ever do that. So some of the worlds that they showed off here, well, quote unquote worlds, I'd say. It's one of them is like a grassy, sand-filled plain. It's called Pipe Rock Plateau. I would assume that one's kind of like the equivalent to World 1 of any Mario game. And then they also showed off 2 other ones. I think it was Fluff Puff Peaks, which is like a pink cotton candy cloud type of kingdom. And then the third one they showed was Shining Falls. It's mountains. They always have mountains in Mario games. And this one has golden rivers.
Yeah, so I guess some of New Super Mario Bros. 2 might have leaked in.
Yeah, kind of a mix of everything here, but with a lot more personality, I'd say.
Yeah. If you want to get into personality, the animations are incredible, but I think Tyler will expand upon those ideas in a later date.
Yeah, he's gonna gush a lot about this whole art style here, I guarantee you.
One thing I do want to gush about is the amount of characters. Very, very cool. We've got Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, both Toads. We thought Blue Toad was dead.
I know.
4 different Yoshis. Wait.
Yeah.
4 different Yoshis, yeah. And Nabbit.
You forgot Toadette.
Oh, Toadette. Oh my goodness.
Yep. Yeah, so that's a huge roster of characters for a 2D Mario game. I don't think we've seen anything bigger than this before. No,
like nowhere close. I think the most was 4 before. Well, maybe 5.
6 because of well, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Because the blue yellow Toad, Toadette, and Nabbit come in again.
I forgot the deluxe version of that game even came out.
Yeah, that was kind of an afterthought when you think about it. And now at this point, nobody's gonna remember it because Wonder's gonna be on everyone's minds.
Exactly. Unfortunately, Yoshi's and Nabbit are like easy mode.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate that it's not like toggleable, because I kind of want to do play as Yoshi.
Yeah, me too. I kind of want Yoshi to be like a regular experience. But then again, I suppose that's probably the reason why Yoshi's Island and those other games exist.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But we don't get to ride... Well, instead of riding Yoshi's this time, you get to basically ride any player you want.
Yeah. I guess they never confirmed whether in the multiplayer you can pick each other up. Hopefully not.
That's true. I hope not. No, I don't like all these griefing teammates that I've been traumatized by
for the past 10 years.
For the past 10 years, cough cough siblings, cough cough.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why I've never played New Super Mario. I never finished New Super Mario Bros. Wii or Super Mario Bros. U. I'm
so glad we're getting away from this naming tactic. Holy moly.
It's so long. No, just call it, just give a unique subtitle. Thank you. Give it something that's wonderful.
Lamau.
Yeah, they finally caved in and stopped giving this complicated, long titling sequence and gave us Super Mario Bros. Wonder. There. Easy. Oh, and speaking of wonder, they finally got down to explaining what that actually means for this game. It's called the Wonder Seed effect. I think you grab this. You basically find this special item on the map anywhere in the level, and it's basically like roulette. You get it, you get something extremely good, or you get something extremely bad. You get stuck in a special mini game, or many things happen to this.
Yeah, seems to be a unique effect for the level. And depending on how many levels there are, it's going to be pretty cool.
That's going to be so diverse. There's just going to be so many different things happening at once.
The small bit I did watch of the treehouse said that there will be benefits to not grabbing the effect and just going through the level normally.
So it's basically like a trap, or is it like a challenge to not get it?
I guess it's a bit of a challenge. I assume maybe it's a bit of a completionist thing as well. If you go through the level without it, maybe you'll get something else or a new pathway or something like that. They always do that.
Does that mean you have to play every level like twice now?
Yeah, watch Nintendo pull a 3D World. You have to play every level with every character in every mode.
No way! I
Play
would
every level
absolutely
75 times.
die.
Good luck.
I would absolutely die from that. Like, the 3D World was torturous enough, but this? this is a new.
No, it's not 75. It's 12 times 2 times 4. No, 12 times 1.
12 times 1.
Beat it again without the Wonder Seed.
Without
So
the Wonder
50.
Seed. 50?
Wait, no, it's 70. No, it's 50. It's 50.
Oh my god.
50 times to complete.
Oh no. Oh no. That's just insane. I mean, okay, I guess if you're a completionist, it's really worth it, but do I really want to do this?
Yeah, in, what was it, 6 worlds, there's gotta be a secret 7th, and then a completionist 8th, so...
and then that grand finale level that's like super duper hard, and there's no checkpoints.
Exactly. And Rosalina's a new character, so you gotta go back and play as Rosalina.
Yep. And Rosalina...
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Oh no, that's gonna be crazy if they ever. I have a feeling they'll do that for sure, or something like that.
Yeah, there's always like the super hard levels at the end of the game, which I've never really challenged before, but everybody loves them.
The only one I've ever done was the Darker Side of the Moon from Odyssey.
Yeah, well, that one's kind of a gimme.
That one's pretty easy actually, but everything else has been a really tough challenge.
Yeah, I remember playing at a cousin's place the Super Mario Wii one. It was like in a star shape similar to Mario World.
Yeah.
And you had to collect all the coins throughout the levels to unlock the next level.
That sounds tedious as heck.
That reminds me, they don't have that in this game. They didn't show any of like the collectible coins. Let's go!
Yeah, I don't want to go through getting collectible coins. I just want to get like one collectible thing and that's it.
It seems to be at the end of a level that there are, at the top left of the screen, it has 2 empty slots for Wonder Seeds. So maybe if you beat it once, you get 1 Wonder Seed. If you get to the end, then you get a second one.
Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. But then if you don't get the Wonder Seed, do you just kind of like, do they want you to go through the level again and get that for a different path or something?
I imagine they'll probably do the way that they did it in 3D World, where you have to collect a certain amount of collectibles to get to the next castle.
I mean, I don't mind that. It's just, it's going to be tedious for at least later in the game, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's usually pretty easy to get to whatever goal they need.
Maybe. Hopefully that's the case here.
Well, the next things are the new abilities. So far, there are 3 new power-ups, with some additional abilities they decided not to make power-ups. Personally, I wish there are more power-ups, and I really hope there are.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they decide to only show off 3.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine that's probably the case here.
The first big one is the elephant ability, which turns each of the characters into an elephant.
Of course.
We did not see a Yoshi or Nabbit elephant, but I think they just don't use abilities, if I have to guess. Or use
because if I remember correctly, Nabbit didn't get any abilities in Super Mario Bros. U, right?
Yeah, I think he just collected them and put them in the little use box thing.
Oh, okay, right? Yeah, that's probably the same case here then.
Mm-hmm. And Yoshi, that would just be cursed. To be fair, the toads as elephants are cursed.
Yeah. But nobody wants to see a dinosaur elephant.
Yeah, just turn them into a mammoth. Boom.
I guess that works.
Yeah, different, and then the fur is just the color of Yoshi.
Yep. Yoshi Mammoth.
The other one is Bubble, which seems kind of cool. You can basically blow a bubble to capture an enemy and insta-kill them, or you can blow multiple bubbles and just jump on them across paths.
Yep.
This power-up the enjoyability of this power-up will all hinge on how long the bubbles stay in the air.
And did they ever specify if it affected other players?
I don't believe so.
I hope not.
Not that I remember.
You could definitely screw over a lot of players with that.
Yeah.
Or you can cheese the game like crazy if you use them correctly.
I'm watching some gameplay right now, and it looks like in multiplayer the characters don't run into each other. They just go through each other.
Good. I don't like having any sort of hit detection with player against player.
Yeah. Well, the headache of multiplayer in the new quote-unquote games, where it's like, get out of my way, I want to do this.
Or, oh no, you freaking killed me.
Yeah, or you pushed me off, or you grabbed me by accident.
Yeah, you bumped it to me. All those issues, I hope they just don't come back here. And I'm really optimistic that they learn from that.
The other power-up was Drill, which is basically a rip-off of the Galaxy power-up.
Galaxy 2. Yeah, the Galaxy 2 power-up where Mario also drills.
Except to be fair, that's like my favorite power-up from that game, so I'm happy.
That was a pretty fun power-up, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. But I guess they kind of changed it up so it kind of fits the 2D atmosphere better.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it's less that you go through things, more that you just hide in walls, essentially.
Yeah.
Which, if they do some interesting puzzles with, I can see it being good.
Yeah. Because there wouldn't be any anti-gravity or messy gravity puzzles in this game.
Exactly.
As far as we know.
That's true. Final level, final world. Now you have those directional gravity.
Yeah,
panels.
they're gonna bring back those galaxy puzzles for us.
Exactly. Now, watching the direct, and they got to multiplayer, I was like, okay, here is a win or a fail. And somehow Nintendo did the most Nintendo thing ever and stayed in the middle.
There were good things and bad things?
Yeah, essentially. It's like, we do have online multiplayer, but it's not really multiplayer. Kinda?
It's more like cheesing the game, to no end.
Yeah. It's like you would never be able to describe how the multiplayer works in this game to a person that doesn't play the game.
Well, okay, you could say it's like Super Mario Run, but more co-op based.
That sounds insane.
Because Super
Mario Run wouldn't work.
Because Super Mario Run did something similar, except you raced against the ghost player. Oh, well, I guess they do have a competitive mode actually for that.
Yeah, they do.
Wow. Okay, I never realized that until now. But yeah, it's basically like there's no other way you can describe this than saying it's basically single player, but you have cheats on.
Yeah. Wait. Why would you have cheats?
Because the other players can give you power-ups.
Oh, true.
And they can also set respawn points.
Standees and whatever.
Yeah. And if everyone uses that strategically, it's going to be such a huge mess. It's going to be... Everyone's going to burn through all these levels. Guaranteed.
Yeah, it seems to be kind of public multiplayer as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a... MMO style? Kind of MMO style.
Yeah, it's just tens of, well, maybe hundreds of people playing all at once, and you see a bunch of their ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd imagine it'd be like... Well, it is live multiplayer, because they did mention trading with other players, but I'm not too sure how well that's going to work.
Yeah, I think an interesting one is the friend races to get to the end, to make it competitive. I think that'll be cool. Yeah,
that's a borrowed Super Mario Run mechanic.
Yeah. If they brought back the not co-op, it's like a competitive mode from DS where you got all the stars.
Yeah,
with Mario and Luigi. That'd be kind of fun.
I would kind of like that, just without the PvP aspect, maybe.
Yeah, or you turn Morton's, I think in Mario Wii, or one of the castles had that thing where It's 3 paths. If you go through the wrong one, you get looped back to the beginning.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's that could make her interesting.
Do that with
race.
a competitive race.
They could. I mean, they could be doing that in this game. To be honest,
I mean, it's a good idea. I don't see why they wouldn't.
It is a pretty good idea. It's going to test who memorizes stuff, or if it is completely RNG based, that's even crazier.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have many more things to say because it's just a game I'm gonna buy. It's a Mario game.
It is. I mean, yeah, like it's just a better 2D Mario game. It's also really good looking. Oh, we haven't even covered badges yet, have we?
Oh yeah, I forgot that even existed.
Right. So I guess they're making this a little more interesting by adding these special abilities that you can equip per level. I'm not sure if it's like equipment that you keep forever, or is it just a single-use thing?
It seems to be a toggleable thing. You can choose one ability to go into the level with.
That sounds broken. I'm not gonna lie.
For certain levels, yeah.
But then again, I guess in certain levels, finding like certain collectibles might be one of those situations where you have to exit out the level, select a different one, and start out like a checkpoint or something like that.
Yeah, the more physical ones that I saw were they had an ability where you get like not a ledge grab, but what is the closest thing to that? You throw a rope in front of you and you go to the wall.
Oh, like a hook shot type of thing?
Yeah, like a hook shot type thing. It looked really weird. It would change the entire landscape of the game, I would think.
Yeah, that's basically just changing the whole genre of the game.
Feels a bit like Hollow Knight ability.
Yeah.
Kinda?
Yeah, just you wait. There's gonna be like some Celeste ability there too.
Yeah,
exactly. Where you get a boost towards the direction you want to go.
There is a dolphin ability, which I think is just a dolphin kick, but they use the same logo from the GameCube.
Like the GameCube OS dolphin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same one.
Oh my gosh, that is insane. They also do have one of those. They also have a really cheap one where it basically just bounces you off of a instant death hazard.
Oh
like
yeah,
lava.
I see that.
Yeah, that one. I mean, okay, I guess that's understandable for newer players, but like
yeah, they have to have their limits.
Yeah, they gotta have their limits. I'm not sure how much else they can go, but they definitely did not show off a lot of badges there. It was just mostly the slightly game-breaking, slightly landscapey type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen right now that they did show off during the Direct. It looks like they have 9 total action badges. They have 9 ability badges. It seems to be just to update your UI and whatnot for extra coins or whatever. And then they have something on the right, which I don't know what that is. I think it's just like status badges, because one of them is the invisible one.
Oh yeah, yeah, the invisible one. That one's really fun. That kind of brings me back to Smash with the invisible mode in Custom Smash.
Yeah, exactly. And when they first showed that, I'm like, oh well, how many videos are you gonna see on your YouTube timeline that is, can you beat Mario Wonder invisible?
That's gonna
mark? 10,000 hours in my speed run?
instant like 10 like instant 100,000 views.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be that hard. I might try, but
I mean, if you know everything by animation, then sure.
Yeah, exactly. The abilities that it looks like for the action badges, it looks like the hat parachute, and that icon might be like a flutter jump, similar to what Luigi kind of has.
Yeah.
I think that's like the wall kick one that they showed off, where if you get close to a ledge, you can basically kick off the wall, but only up.
Oh, so like kind of lets you climb up the ledge if you...
Yeah, if you hit a ledge, instead of a wall jump, you'll like kick off the ledge and go up.
Hey, that sounds like another borrowed mechanic from Super Mario Run.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. There's another one here called Crouching High Jump, which is basically just crouch for a certain amount of seconds and then you'll jump up. What is that game? What is that from?
That's Super Mario Bros. 2, or the North American one, or Western one.
Ah, you're right. I knew it was in a previous Mario game.
Yeah,
Is it a 3D one?
3D one, kind of. You just didn't need to charge it up. I think it was in Odyssey that they had the crouch jump.
Yeah, I know at least one 3D one.
It's like you have to crouch and then you jump higher for some reason.
Yeah. There's the grapple one that we already talked about. There's a dolphin kick one, which is just like swimming consistently underwater. There's the one that if you hit the ground, or if you hit lava or something, you'll just bounce off of it. The other icons seem to be just, you get more coins, you get... I don't know,
there's the magnet one.
Jump.
There's that magnet one too, right?
There's the magnet one.
Yes.
That one might be you gain an ability or a power up slot.
Yep.
That seems pretty simple. There's a sonar looking one, like
that's to look for the collectible
wild
stuff, right?
I would have to assume.
Yeah, because I remember them mentioning something about that where you needed, if you wanted to look for collectibles or secret areas.
There's an exclamation mark block, and I do not know what that one would be.
Random item, extra platform. I don't know.
Yeah, bring back the Wii U gamepad mechanic where you can tap on the screen and place blocks.
That was broken. That was absolutely broken. Cheese levels so easily with that mechanic.
Yeah, and the only other status badge looks to be a speed boost.
I guess. Oh, like there's the one that kept you running forever. Like you could only sprint.
I mean that sounds cool.
Sounds like a good speed run. That sounds like a good speed run tool.
It depends when you get it during the game.
That's
early
true.
On or late.
Yeah.
Jet run. Yeah, that was the permanent speed.
Permanent speed.
At least half of them are not revealed yet, so I'm very interested to see.
Yeah, there's still a lot to find out about this.
And if they ever add any of these things to Mario Maker, which we know in a million years they're not going to.
Yeah.
I say that now wishing they would.
Well, it's going to be a Mario Maker 3. Let's be honest here. It's going to be like a couple of years. We get a couple games here and there, and then they're going to put all the new games there instead.
Yeah. I wonder how many of these ideas were stolen from a Mario Maker level.
Probably, I'd wager probably like the majority of them.
They did interviews with the developer team and I think the producer, and they said that they had thousands of ideas. They didn't have a deadline, which is nice to hear.
Yeah, that was the big one for me. That no deadline for this type of game.
Yeah, I hope somebody asks them if they got any ideas from 5 years of Mario Maker. No, wait, it was way more than that. It's been like 6 or 7 years.
6-7 years. When did the first one come out? That was what,
16?
Like 2016?
15, 16, I think.
Super Mario Maker. Let's quickly.
I think I got my Wii U at 15. So
15. Super Mario Maker came out 2015, September 2015.
Yeah, that's the year I got my Wii U. I got it late.
You got it late. I got it like 2013 or something, 2014. It's been that's many years of ideas, with all the extra stuff too, like all these special levels, all the special items that you get. That's a huge plethora of ideas they probably took some inspiration from.
Mm-hmm. One thing I was disappointed by: no mention of Amiibo or new Amiibo.
I mean, they'll probably make some. Let's be honest.
Disappointed.
They will make. They probably. Well,
I don't see them making an Amiibo for this. If it's 2 months away, they would announce it by now.
Actually, that's true. They probably might just reprint the Smash Amiibos.
Yeah, which I think there is a reprint of most Smash Amiibo coming.
Yes, because they wanted to change the packaging.
Yeah. To future-proof.
Yeah, future-proof. No consoles mentioned. Just Amiibo. Hey, at least that means Amiibo are still coming, regardless.
Yeah,
maybe.
And I have Amiibo that are worth more.
You have Amiibo that are worth more than, like, 5 of your games.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's everything.
That's pretty much everything. I don't think Amiibo would do much in this game. They'll probably give, like, a power-up or coins or something like that.
If anything, it's like a little bonus. If you scan it while you're in a level, you get a random power-up.
Yeah.
Or what would be nice is secret levels.
I would get really mad for that. I would get really mad about that.
Or maybe like early badge levels.
If it was like, if it was like early badge levels, I'd be fine. If it was like secret levels, they'd be pulling another Super Mario Advance situation where
Yeah,
the levels are stuck behind like the card reader thingy.
the e-reader.
Yeah, the e-reader.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
If you had it that you unlocked the badge levels early, speedrunners would buy an amiibo to get some abilities early.
I think there'd
So
be
they
like
can just
separate
scan them.
leaderboards for that, to be honest.
Probably. Amiibo-less.
Amiibo-less run.
100%
Amiibo-less,
amiibo-less
glitchless,
run.
any percent run.
Exactly.
They'd have to put so many categories. Amiibo-less, glitch, 100%, or any percent, actually 100% run without Nabbit Yoshi.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing. Captain Toad. He was there for a second.
Oh! Yeah, he's back!
I'm
back.
down for any Captain Toad levels.
Me too.
Maybe 2D ones would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
I don't know
haven't
how
really
they would
seen
do that
anything
because
2D.
the whole point of Captain Toad is 3D. But they can make it work. It's Nintendo.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. It could probably be a little bit like, what's that game on the NES? The one with Rob? Shoot, I forgot the name of that.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
The Rob and the doctor that goes through the maze.
Yeah, wow,
And
that's
works with Rob.
niche.
Yeah, they could do something like that for Captain Toad.
That'd be pretty sick. If anything, they can just make puzzles out of a character that can't jump, which is pretty easy.
Captain Toad.
Exactly. So, all right, I think that's it. We
Yeah,
probably won't even
there's-
talk about the game until the game comes out.
That's pretty much it. Neither of us have actually watched the Treehouse, but judging by what we saw, and plus all the previews online, there really isn't anything else that's new, other than saying that the game's actually really fun.
And frankly, I do not want to watch any more gameplay, so I don't get spoiled.
Yeah, I think that's as far as we'll go for watching gameplay. It's kind of a self-discovery thing now.
Yeah. Again, they already have our money. Like, it's
Yeah,
already
we're-
in their pocket.
Already buying this game. This is already guaranteed. Like, zero doubts about this.
Will this sell more than Tears of the Kingdom in
No.
the same weekend? What? Maybe.
Okay, same weekend, yes. Overall, it
Oh,
depends.
dude. Deluxe was a powerhouse, and it was an old game.
Okay, the reason why... Oh, actually, that's true. Yeah, Deluxe kind of did do really successful for... You know what? Maybe, yeah, it might outsell Tears of the Kingdom because it's more accessible. Because Tears of the Kingdom, as much as I really like it, I don't think many beginners are gonna like that game compared to Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Yeah, and I think as long as they market this game correctly, it probably will break a record or two.
I think they already did. I think they already marketed it correctly. It's gonna outsell the 2D Mario games easily.
I think, I think any Nintendo fan or anybody that has a Switch currently, well, I wouldn't say anybody. I think most people that pay attention to Nintendo, they're gonna buy this game.
The real question is, though, how do you think this will compare to the sales of Odyssey?
It'll eventually beat it.
It'll
And I
eventually
can
be
bet money on that,
Okay.
which is crazy. But
Actually, that makes sense because it's also multiplayer. I just kind of realized that as well. It's kind of more of a
that's a good
family
point.
game. Whereas Odyssey, it's a single player with a crappy co-op mode, but... So that kind of makes sense. And plus there's a lot of characters to choose in Wonder anyways.
yeah,
So
I'm
that would
thinking
attract
before
more
the next
people.
Switch comes out, it breaks the top 10 easy.
It'll probably hit somewhere in top 10, yeah. I can imagine so.
Thank you for joining us in discussing Super Mario Bros. Wonder. We'd love it if you could follow us on Twitter, X, and Threads, listen to future episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and join our community Discord server to continue today's discussion. We'll see you next time on the Switch Clicks podcast. Bing bong.